Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Georgia State's offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can go catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Fires one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire...
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's small. It's complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. The Panthers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Georgia State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They go right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Small. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Found a seam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the ride. He's going to keep it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Galladay. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. Across the 50 and down at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Kentucky right back to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Under fire. Hit as he defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a third and long. He'll try it again. Nice move there. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Attempt to try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They're going to ride this running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this run.
Lost one deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Russ. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Connection to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get in the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Kentucky going quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Caught close to the marker. It's Galladay. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick handoff. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. Wildcats! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Louisiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a move to get open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Rushes on him. He fires to the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking downfield, it's small. That pass is incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Panthers are rolling down the field. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Dropping back, it's Small. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Complete. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Fights off a defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Panthers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on second down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Galladay. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Small. Got the back over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Georgia State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. We promise to keep you posted.
There we go. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Russ. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. They'll leave it with him. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man down the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The receiver on a jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. off the play fake on first down. To throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw. It's small. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab. And this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The kick is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Quarterback running on the draw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's small. Finds the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Soft spot in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the Grove for a long time. They're up by 31 over Marshall. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On target. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Back to throw. It's Small. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Georgia State now has it in the red zone. To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here on third down for this offense. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll move the tight end. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Griffin. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The touchdown, Georgia State. The defense putting points on the board. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Second down coming up. To throw, it's Griffin. Zings it complete to the right. Snowed under by the defense. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes it. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
With the catch, it's Potts. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's small. Stands in and takes the hit. He makes a grab. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. On the snap, it's Russ. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. To the ground with the back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run to the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They dumped it off and didn't quite get to the first down marker, but they've created a better situation on 4th down.
No doubt. And listen, you want to push the ball down the field, not want to go throw it beyond the sticks and get the first down, but I think they made the right decision dumping it off. You'd like your running back to find a way to break an extra tackle and get that first down, but decision time now on 4th.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run, it's Russ. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Griffin. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. Janging on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Makes the grab. It's Kane. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. A quick pass to the left. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Pulls it in. It's Potts. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.